And welcome to another Fury of Dracula. Today we'll be having FangsofFire hunting down Wyrmtalon in their first game of the knockout league part of the tournament. With me, I've got Osey commentating with me.
Hey, Matt. How's it going?
Hey, Osey. So, it's going to be a FangsofFire and Wyrmtalon game.
Yeah, and we're gonna have Wyrmtalon will be playing Dracula this game with Fangs as the hunters.
Alright, we're just waiting for them to start up right now. Figured we'd get started a couple minutes early to get things going.
Yeah, I've actually seen a couple matches where Worm was Dracula, so I have a good idea. And oh, we are started. It looks like. So let's go ahead and hop into spectator seat as we go. We'll see where our hunter starting locations are. And already we're seeing some. I'm seeing some very familiar setups here for Fangs. He
Yeah,
really likes to have
it's the Pizza Wizard
Seward
start.
at yeah. He really likes to have Seward at 8.
Yep, gives him a little more control over the center, but leaves him a little bit more vulnerable in Spain. Not a
Yeah.
massive trade-off, but it could make a difference depending on what Wyrmtalon's going to counter with.
Yep. And this is going to be a little bit of an interesting match for me because like I said, I've seen Wyrmtalon play Dracula a couple times now, and Worm is not afraid to take interesting choices for Dracula's routing. Even sometimes if it blows up in its face, and he's just like, "Well, that was not a good choice, but I'm stuck with this choice." But we're going up against Fangs, who is a little bit more seasoned,
Yes.
so maybe he'll play a little bit more conservatively.
Well, however he's going to play, it always starts the same.
Week 1, supply, demand, supply.
And we have a Hunter card on top, so good luck, Hunters? Question mark. And he's got hired scouts already.
Well,
So,
hmm,
unfortunately, with only one card, he's going to have to pick Dracula's exact location to start this.
yeah,
9 kilometer
okay,
peas.
yeah,
And Mia's got a Heavenly Host.
yeah. I know the other place maybe that was considerably checking was Bucharest, potentially, but
Uh, well, last time you played the FangsofFire, he called you out there right away, so
and,
we're
and,
up. Okay, trading over the horse to Mina. So he's getting early horses.
yeah. Plus, this also just he probably wants to make sure Mina's hand is as hidden as possible.
Yep. So,
And Godaming is constantly drawing two supply cards at once. He's just you don't want to just have to make a really hard choice, you know?
yep. Either give Mina cards you want at value or take all the stuff you don't want on Godalming. He'll just cycle
Yeah,
it
but
out
that's
anyway, faster.
yeah, yeah. But seeing an early horse is really nice, just because one horse on Nina and Godaming means that there's less likely a chance of like one person getting both horses, two horses in one hand.
Yep, Sister Aggie. Also, Dracula is not adjacent to anyone. He's going to search with it. It's not in Bar A either. So, probably not the Italian peninsula.
Hmm. Right now, a lot of big guesswork making is still up in the air. There's a lot. There's just too many locations where Drac could be that it's even with the information that we know where he didn't start is, it's not a lot to go off of.
Yeah, and that evil presence this early on isn't helping either. Because what are the odds Dracula's going to go next to you within the first 2 days, unless he's going like a stupid aggro strat? Or as we like to call it, I'm ending this game quickly.
But there's the turn 2 misdirect. Not at all surprising to see.
Yeah. There are times you might want to keep that location on there if you're trying for a later strategy, but it's very common to see
that's
that
usually
misdirect.
like a turn 5 misdirect.
Or like creating an actual layer out of it.
Yeah, I know that some people like to do that, especially if Drac starts with a really, really garbage hand. Like you got your hand is just filled with like what maybe
Rats
like
and wolves.
one vampire and a couple rats and wolves, maybe a saboteur, and you're just like, get this crap out.
Jonathan Harker. Okay, so he's gonna make it an ally. That will reveal eventually.
Yeah, and this is the perfect time you want to see Harker come into play.
Yeah. He's not useful all the time, but in the worst situation, he's probably the best.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I'd say about Harker is good up till about maybe halfway through week 1 and maybe week 2. Because as soon as you see something like Rufus, you want Rufus. Take Rufus.
You want Rufus when you know Dracula's about to go to sea. Also, both Holy Circles are in the discard already. So Dracula's gonna have to get into a fight at some point. They're not gonna have an easy escape option anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently Mia might be all set to go, so start scanning Austria-Hungary.
Yeah, probably has all the tickets she needs. She's got a full hand. She's got horses.
Yeah. Well, that's the advantage of partnering with Galming. You'll be able to cycle that stuff onto her really fast.
Yeah. So what do you think of the odds that Worm started, say, in Spain?
I'm not so sure on that one. He's already scanned Cadiz, which is number 12 in the very bottom left. So he might not be doing it super deep into Spain, though I know that was a turn 1 scan. I mean, a turn 1 tired scout. So it's unlikely that he's in Spain right now. It's very as appealing as it is to run around there and just rack things up. Eventually, you have to leave by sea typically, and that does leave you cornered. Honestly, I think he might be starting off with he might be starting somewhere central. Yeah, Seward's right there, but with all these cities that you could run around in, all the options you could take.
Maybe start in somewhere like 51 and just maybe make your way to Zurich. Go down the boot.
Yeah. Well, the problem with going down the boot is you're going to have to go out to sea, as we said before.
Yeah.
Just you're going out to a different sea that's much harder to obfuscate where you're going from. Yeah. He could still be in the Far East, though, in the Baltic region.
Absolutely. There's
But,
only been 3 turns of movement. Probably 2 if he hid.
well, he's only scanned the last 2 movements for Austria-Hungary, so there is plenty of space he can still run around there, but typically it's better to start in the West, I find, where you have this whole network to run around in.
Yeah, but we're getting closer and closer to the chance where we're going to be seeing some newspaper reports.
So where do you think he started? Yep, there's our rumor token. Yeah, Mina has a
Could this
speed
be a
telegraph, so that's
hoax?
probably the prompt for that.
Could this be a hoax into a vampire?
Always nice if you can pull that off early.
Yeah, currently there is crucifix, dog's pistol.
Both
There
three,
is
all the
six.
reefs.
There are 6 Dracula cards in the discard pile right now, so get a good selection if it was a hoax.
Another hired
Here's another
scouts.
scout.
Well, he's not quite deck whispering like he was against you, but
No. That was disastrous for me, but
yeah,
um,
yeah, you played that one well despite. Oh,
here we go. He is in Sophia. Okay,
so that was
that's
the far east.
Yep, and he hid there too.
Right,
So maybe he
so you've had to. So that vampire is either in Bucharest or Varna. Because the scan, we know he wasn't in Austria-Hungary before Sofia. So
that
it
been
couldn't have been in
Bologna
Belgrade.
or Salonika.
Uh, I don't think he would have started down south, but there's a chance he did.
Hmm. I wouldn't be surprised if he did something like start at 10, went to 17, misdirected 10, and then made his way to Sofia. I don't like that because that's like that. Bucharest is so easily reachable by train, so I doubt he went that way.
Well, we're off to the races.
Maybe he did something more like start at 56, went to 17, misdirected at 56, went there, and went to 50 and hid.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out eventually how this played out, but for right now, he's in 50, and he's got something protecting that vampire.
Yeah, Mina is moving out.
Yep, just
The
blocking the
question
exit.
is, the question is Mina set up for fighting vampires or just dealing with encounter cards?
She in trail clearing or is she hunting? Always
Mm.
the question.
I would not be surprised if she was armed with a stick. She's just gonna clean up the trail.
Arm of the what? You kind of got cut off.
I'm just saying that I would not be surprised if she had a stake and is just gonna go clean up the trail.
Yeah. Yep, staking vampires. But that does leave her a bit vulnerable to dealing with Dracula himself if he decides to try going aggressive against her.
Yeah, that is always a frightening prospect, but I don't think like Fangs will take that risk. He knows how vulnerable she is.
Well, the other question is how aggressive does Dracula feel too?
Hmm. I don't imagine Wyrmtalon being particularly aggressive with Dracula. Okay, so Godaming also showing horses. Horse economy looks to be all set up and raring to go, which is not something you want to see when you're playing Dracula.
Yeah.
You hope that maybe it takes them at least till the Monday of next week before their horse economy is all set up to go.
Well, either way, it looks like he's at least got the white ones out of there, so he's decided there's enough of a chance to get moving.
Yeah.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Seward
Another
is
hired
trying to.
scouts.
Oh, this is just going to give a bunch of information. Okay, so he went to Valona and he's in Bucharest currently.
Alright, so he did go Valona 46, Sofia. I mean Sofia. My apologies. It's Sofia. And now he's in Bucharest. Yeah, nothing really unusual in the discard. 3 pistols, though.
Yep, here goes Mina.
Not going to ambush in Valona. It's going to force the hunter to check itself.
Mm-hmm. Now the question is it a hoax?
Well, right now we don't know anything about what it is, but we're about to find out either way. Yep, it is a
It is a
hoax.
hoax. So it was a hoax into a vampire play. Well, unfortunately for Worm, those scouts just came out at the right time for the hunters.
Yep. And that's the 3rd hired scouts drawn so far.
Yeah.
So there's only one more in the deck, one more evil presence, and both local rumors. And we haven't seen a single newspaper.
Yeah, at this point, though, a newspaper
And
is
Jonathan's
pretty
currently in the yeah.
Yeah, right now, newspaper and Jonathan are very much not needed.
Oh,
Now is when Dracula wants to see them drawn just to get them out of the deck.
yeah.
The
Fortunately,
question is where does Drac go from here? Does he go to 22? Does he go to 17? If he goes to 17, he is trapped.
He could go to 56, but then he'd have to jump in the Black Sea, and that just gives the hunters all sorts of time to prepare.
Yeah.
Honestly, I could see him going to Klausenberg 28 and trying to wolf over to Vienna to try and just get past the hunters.
Yeah. It feels like no matter what, he's going to have to deal with Godaming in some way. The question is whether he's going to send Godaming to clean up the trail and let Dracula get by, or not. Probably not. I bet Godaming is going to just go straight to 28 right now.
Hmm. Yep. Gonna send him to 46 to clean up the vampire, Salonika. It's a reckless. And he does have a combat card. Yeah.
Hand size currently 4.
So he's only got one weapon, so he's probably got a stake in his hand, so he'll take out the vampire tonight.
And we'll see if the Reckless can get some free damage in at the very least. Make Godaming pay for a little bit.
Yeah. He wants to get at least one bite off to get that first victory point. There's the fangs. Into escape. Yep, gets the victory point. And Dracula is on the board. Yep, that first point is always super important. That takes an entire day off if we get to week 4 and Dracula has to just run around at the end.
Yeah, by getting Salonika taken care of tonight for Godaming, this frees up a lot of what the trail can potentially throw at the hunters. And here comes Stewart, who looking like he doesn't have horses himself.
Yeah, I get the feeling Van Helsing's got the last one.
Either he has it or none of them do. It's entirely possible that third horse is just at the deck, and right now he is just having the vanguard at the ready because he knows Drac is
Gonna make his
gotta be
break out
head.
west.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mystic Research. One Dracula card. He's got 5 night supplies.
All right. The question is, do you wolf form now?
Well, assuming he's in Klausenberg, Wolf Form would be a really good move to get him out of this Western death trap. Keeps him on land, keeps him playing cards, and he's going to have
Yeah.
quite a lot of. He's got the entire Western network of small cities to work with. So, wolfing now would not be a bad idea if he's trying to force the break out west. That'll get him to either 58 or 59.
Right.
Oh, he's going to just keep
Choosing
walking.
not to. Yeah, just gonna keep walking. Maybe look for a better spot to wolf form out of. Because
Yeah.
50 and 59, that's just two potential places that can be easily checked.
Yeah. And by the looks of things, the hunters are going to be sticking around in the west for at least east in just a while to clean up this trail. Yeah, he's ignoring Sophia for now. I mean, Sophia. Why do I keep doing that?
Because we're creatures of habit. Yeah, but skipping 50, maybe he's just thinking he's worried it's another vampire with something other nasty on top of it, and Mina. Maybe, who knows? Maybe Mina has dogs and is just better equipped to handle it.
Yeah. Plus, Bucharest is a big city, so he's probably also thinking to resupply and replace that stake he just used.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Seward coming in, trying to create a little bit of a choke point, making it so where Drac really only has kind of like one kind of like area that seems kind of safe where everything else is like one space away. Like, do you head over into Germany or do you take the risk and head towards Italy?
Yep.
Yep,
Rats.
rats.
He is not going to reveal anything, but it's a hide rats anyway, so. There's his second night supply.
Uh-oh.
Throwing away another, the last pistol. Or third pistol, I should say.
Connection timed out for me.
Alright.
Reconnecting. Hopefully it'll fix itself here.
I'll keep you up to date.
Yeah. Okay, it's
Seward
just waiting.
Seward just passed.
Seward passed. I'm waiting on, looks like
Van
Godalming's
Helsing.
turn.
Van Helsing is trading with Galming now.
Ah.
Galming night supplied. He's got 3 safe night supplies left from Mystic. And Mia's gonna search and find a mob. Mia's down to 4 health. And getting hit by the rats a second time because he didn't clear it earlier. So Mia does have time to rest up, but she's going to be out for at least a while.
Yep.
And we know she doesn't have a gun.
Or he chose not to reveal it, but more than likely doesn't.
Yeah.
Probably
If he
has
had
a
it,
knife.
yeah, if he had it, he would have revealed it with that first ambush and not taken the second hit of damage.
Yeah.
But he is valuing his hand enough that he didn't discard anything for the mob.
I mean, his hand might be something like knife, um, heavenly host, horses.
Yep. Well, whatever it is, he values it too much. And there's
And here
Dracula.
comes Wolf,
Yep.
as expected. Now the question is do we think he wolfed into Germany or a wolf to Florence?
He couldn't be in Florence. Yeah, one space too few. He
Okay,
would have
so
had a
he
lot
could
more
be
space before he could wolf into Florence.
right. So
I
he's
mean,
like
into Venice, let alone
he could be
Florence.
in 57. I wouldn't be opposed to 57, especially if I
Yeah,
had like
can't be 57.
can't be 57.
Yeah. We know he
Okay,
left
not
Bucharest, made two moves, and then Wolf moved. The first he could have gone is wolfing out Budapest, number 11. That gets you a 38-44, but
you think he could have gotten to from could have gone to Sigrid, then Zagreb, then Wolfed. Putting himself at 57.
no. As I said, he walked out of Budapest for two movements. And I believe
Oh, the dogs do not work. That is a vampire.
planned
And
ambush.
he planned ambush.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't have a stake, so he really wants to be able to run away.
Yeah. Yeah. He's probably just going to play escape first, and if that gets. And if vampire plays like mesmerize, he's going to
That's
just change it to a punch.
right. And if it's a bite, to a dodge.
No, he'll just escape. He'll take the 2 damage and leave anyway.
Ah.
Yeah. We're assuming his goal is to just leave this combat alive.
Ooh, plotting.
Yeah, he's just going to escape. He's got his free get out of jail card. So Drac probably just didn't have anything to play. Double
Yeah.
plotting into and 3 escapes maybe. That happens sometimes for Dracula. Unfortunately, he just doesn't get anything he can really use.
Yeah, like it's
Or even
particularly when you like the one thing you need because you know your opponent's going to do this one very specific thing, and you never draw.
Yeah. I mesmerize or a damage card that isn't escape. That isn't strength. Otherwise, he'll just cancel it and run away.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bucharest is kind of in a good spot right now. He's gonna have to. He's only got a few turns before it slides off the trail and gets him 3 points. And that he's probably gonna have to bring Mina in to try and 2v1 this vampire late in the game.
Yeah, he's got no stake on him. He had dog.
Yeah. He will have time to supply with Goleming first though, so maybe he's trying to hope to draw a stake beforehand. Because if he can get the stake before he has to deal before the vampire gets to fight or lose mode. Yeah. So he's got today, tonight, and tomorrow morning to supply for it if he wants to just go all in on trying to dig up a stake.
Yeah, with Mina that hurt. He is going to supply though. Makes perfect sense. He is down on combat cards.
Yep. He's got one combat item, which is probably a heavenly host.
Yeah.
Not guaranteed, but probably. Whatever it is, he does not think it's enough to deal with a new vampire end. I can't say I blame that thought.
Yeah, but it makes sense for this, especially since Godamine does have the
Right. He didn't go into
draw
Vienna
to
at
it.
some point. As I said, with my theory of him wolfing out of Budapest, he wouldn't have stepped in Vienna. But again, that's only my theory. Yeah, I mean, it will get up to 6 before she has to walk into the vampire fight. Yep, he got the stake. Oops. So that's 2 stakes in the discard now, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I suspect FangsofFire really is a deck whisperer at this point.
He does seem to get awfully lucky with his draws.
Next card will go off in 3 turns. Will be either in 28 or 6, I think.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Rats is gonna get cleared off and never have to worry about them. Though he's probably gonna lair it,
He
honestly.
hasn't layered yet, though. He could still be running around the east and just using, by not layering and just creating all sorts of misdirection down there. I don't think it's likely, but he could be.
Yeah.
I I doubt it though if he's putting a rumor token on it.
Newspaper reports. Where did he put
Constanta, he did
Constanza?
go east. So he went 1756 and wolfed out of there. That explains the lack of layers. Three 3-day prompts.
So he's either at 46, 55, 6,
Well, he wolfed to
49.
well, he may have wolfed to 46. Uh, he could have wolfed to 55, wolfed to 49 or 6.
Yeah, like there's 4
And then
locations he could have wolfed to.
right,
If he wolfed to 49, though, he's in trouble. He is quickly getting entrapped. He's probably at 55 right now.
yeah, that or he's in Athens because it's always Athens. He just got his hide card back. But yeah, he is drawing the hunters deep into the east.
And here comes Mina, 6 health Mina.
Yep,
Choosing the. Oh, he wants to make sure that he is not in Austria-Hungary.
Could also be doing some trading. Give the horses to Seward.
And we have another new vampire fight. Got him by himself. He used his stake.
Yep. But he's got no planned ambush this time. So.
Yep. Yeah, he's probably still going to want to run away. You don't want to use a heavily host on a 6 health vampire.
Yeah. Yep, just going for the claws, take the 4 damage. Not a bad idea. So, he's either got to get another hunter with a stake in here, or have Galming start digging again for another stake.
He is at a city location. He can do it. He pulled the freaking miracle of the rabbit out of the hat again, you know?
Only 6 cards left in the deck. Yeah, only
Of course,
2
this is
stakes in
assuming
discard.
that we're assuming that the stakes are even in the deck right now. For all we know, they could be in other people's hands right now.
Yeah, Seward and Van Helsing.
Yeah.
Well, he did just do a trade with Seward. And with me now standing with Seward, she can double up on her healing. She's now one shy of max. Yep, he's also not pulling the hunters in as deep as he probably wants them to be.
Yeah.
At this point, I think Dracula wants the hunters to be like right on his doorstep so he can just jump into the Ionian and suddenly having the hunters deal with everything in the east while he's running to the west, which is undefended. Except for
Well,
Van Helsing at this point.
Yeah, we did leave a significant amount of cards on the trail here over in the east. So if Godaming can't handle it,
Yep,
he
Godaming's
might
got to
need
deal
some.
with the vampire tonight.
Yeah.
Or he's going to give up 3 points, but
He might do it just to to remove the rumor token.
that'd also give him his wolf back faster. Yeah, this could go either way for how Wyrmtalon's thinking of this. Because Jonathan's not going to be super helpful with revealing the next card. We know it's going to have to be Varna. There's no other place he could have gone at the time. Plus, clearing out the trail right now would also mean
Yes.
yeah,
What could it
sorry.
be?
Kind of lost my train of thought there.
No, I get it. I get it. It happens to the best of us, especially when we're just like, but are
Yeah.
we?
The problem is, what is Wyrmtalon planning? We can sit up here and say all we want, but Wyrmtalon's the one actually playing this.
Right. I do
Oh,
agree
there's a host
with
in the
you.
discard.
There's a host in the discard?
Yes.
Well, that's always good to see for Drac, but right now that discard pile is getting awfully close to being reshuffled.
Yep.
So
Alright,
that's
Seward
not
is
as
moving
big
in.
of a detriment as you think. Going to 55, and yep, Valona.
Yep.
So he
Likely.
went to Salonika, likely.
Well, he could have gone to Sarajevo and backtracked, but more likely you're right with him going to Salonika. But now that we know the rumor is in Salonika, it's not quite as powerful as it was before, so clearing it wouldn't hurt as much. It would just leave him with Athens, because it's always Athens, and a hide card on the trail.
Yeah, hide card on Athens makes sense, honestly, at this point.
Yeah. But that also means the hunters have like one city to take care of, and then the east is completely clean. They can start going after Dracula again, or resupplying and charging up for the next fight. Alright, is he going to try for the new vamp? Nope, he's just going to rest up, so new vamp will go off, most likely. If he does not layer it.
How confident would you have to be to layer this right now? Just
I think confidence is the wrong word here. You'd probably have to be insane not to layer it at this point. Like I said, they know your rumor token is, they know how they're going to handle it.
mm-hmm.
The question then becomes, are these next 3 cards that valuable? At this point, I'd say just take your points and run with them.
Well, now time to find out if Drac goes to sea. Yep, that is going to sea.
Yep, he's gone to the Ionian. Yep, we knew that was Varna. And he's going to mature the vampire. So his wolf's off cooldown. Hunters only have one location, Athens, to deal with right now. At this point, I'm expecting him to make his way to the west now. Go to Turnian. At that point, he'd have probably land somewhere.
You know for a fact the hunters are still mostly prepared. They have their horses. They have the horse economy. Um,
Yeah.
Godaming is the only one who actually had to kind of like spend a good amount of time clearing things out.
Yeah.
So
He's moving
Stewart's all,
Seward to Salonika to kind of block that in.
yeah, he knows he's got
Prevent
time to
prevent
go to
Dracula from
Athens.
just jumping out and jumping back in.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a pretty obvious play at this point if that was what he was doing.
Yeah, blocked 37
Yep.
or 57.
Start up your Coast Guard.
Though with wolf form, it does make getting back on the land a lot better for Drac. Hmm. I'm pretty sure at this point he's drawn so many cards that's not longer an option. Maybe he's just tied up at the moment, thinking about his long-term goals.
Yep.
Which that's reasonable. There's a lot to consider when you're when Drax at sea.
Yeah. You have a rough idea where he is, and he can't really obfuscate it as much as he probably wishes he could. Right now, he's only got 3 places he could be: Black Sea, Adriatic, or Tyrrhenian.
Mm-hmm. It'd
If he
be
moves one more time, then he must be in the Mediterranean.
right.
All your obfuscation just immediately disappears with one more sea movement.
And Godaming is heading to Athens. He must be pretty well equipped right now. We know he had dogs, right? Unless he discarded them.
Oh. I'll check this card in a second once he Worm decides what he's gonna do. Whether he's gonna reveal this fog or not. Is it fog? I have no idea. I'm just saying that.
Right.
Not gonna ambush.
And here comes Stewart.
Oh no, if this is fog, he could have 2 hunters trapped in there for quite some time, with both of his horses in there too.
Yeah. Or it could be a spy. Spy would be not bad.
Mm. But then who would you want to pop the spy on? Yep, wolves
Oh, it's wolves.
on the hide. So he's gonna hit. Right, Seward reveals a rifle to reduce by 2. And Gaoming, who's also in the city, is going to be affected. So he's got to reveal something, potentially. A knife.
Nice.
Yep. Yep, he discarded the dogs, so there's no more dogs. Yep, starting to move Van Helsing down to start intercept, and Mia's got the final horse. Keeping that Coast Guard moving.
Now, whether or not Dracula goes to land right now is going to determine a lot.
Yep, bodyguards.
Bodyguards.
Yep, just gonna reveal the rifle again. But hey, 2 more damage on Seward. But now the trail is completely clear. He's got no reason to stay down there. It'll take him at least 2 days to catch up to the hunt.
Wisely choosing not to investigate with Godaming. Saves Godaming a little bit more damage.
Well, as long as Galming and Stewart are together, though, they can regen their health pretty fast. Up behind the fog. Yep, sorry, Worm. There goes your fog. Yep, goodbye, fog. It was nice knowing you.
I can imagine that probably makes Worm a little upset because
Well,
you're
anytime you're
probably
Dracula and use your fog, it's upsetting.
yeah,
But
but this is
given
a
how many
good
times he's
time to
popping
have that.
things,
Yeah,
now his only real good card is bodyguards. I mean, bats are okay, but so, yep, gonna wolf onto land. Be great if he went to the Adriatic right now and is just wolfed onto into Germany.
into Germany, heck, back even to 58
Can't go that
or
far.
yeah,
He'd
but
be in
into
38.
Germany.
Up, surprising
Surprising
returns, of course.
return, Sister Agatha.
Yep, he did not go to 38 though. He had the same idea we had, which means he's either in Cagliari or the boot. Unless he landed in Valona. Or 46, I mean. Just anywhere in the Baltic. He's checking 50 just to make sure. Yeah, I'm guessing he's got all of his ones out of the deck at this point.
Yeah, he hasn't hit a single one.
Yep, grabbing the last card out of the main deck.
God. Hmm. How
And he
crazy
threw away
would
the
it
last
be
stake.
if he? What if he went to Adriatic, wolf to 20,
Alright, no
and goes down
knives.
to the boat?
Alright, there's no knives in this card.
Oh, he's checking the boot with Mina and Helsing, the scam. So we're gonna find out whether or not he's in the boot here very shortly.
Well, or Cagliari. That is still part of the, that is still considered part of Italy. And we just entered week 3.
Yeah, though doubt he'd go to Cagliari. He doesn't have a hide.
Uh, well, he could feed there, but again, that's just going to give the hunters more time at this point, and Wolf and the Cagliari without hide is not that good.
Mm-hmm.
And here comes the scan. Yep, he is in Italy.
So he either is in 5, 40, 45, 57, or 20. Uh, hmm,
Yep.
maybe. Wouldn't be surprised if he landed and placed bats down.
I'd say probably not bats. Batting someone away is not really super useful unless you're expecting to be just hit right away. Alright, there's the other surprising return. He's using it. Yep, he's not on Cagliari, though we kind of knew that. So, that does at least help Worm. Sister Agatha is not going to show up and make battles a lot harder anymore. And Galmain's going to Valona. He's probably got an excellent weather on him. He's probably about to just jump over to Italy right away.
Hmm. Maybe he got excellent weather.
I just said that.
Yeah.
Now he's in
Went to
Venice.
Venice.
Yep.
Desecrated soil.
Alright, so he faked the wolf move.
So
He could be in
more than
20.
likely
He could have gone
he
to
could be.
Florence right now. And he's going to make his way
Yeah.
down the boot a bit. Yep. And what did Dracula find in his jar of dirt?
Does not have heavenly host or chooses not to reveal it.
Yep. And because there's a host of the discard, going to Florence is not a instant death sentence, though it'd still be very inadvisable if he does have it.
How much would you be worried about a CG right now if you went to 20?
I'd be pretty worried. That could be GG even without the just instant death nuke,
Mm-hmm.
which we know can't happen. Let's just say he went to Florence, dropped the token in Rome, drop a regular in Florence. He can't remove Venice. He has to walk out. He'd have to walk into Genoa.
Hunters just pounce on him. Game.
Or he could block Genoa, leave Venice unblocked. That can't be misdirected. He takes the 5 damage penalty. And now he has to wolf into Venice, through Venice. And there's only one place he can wolf to, Milan. And he's at 5 health with his wolf on cooldown. And only
Mm-hmm.
one card to hide him.
Here comes
Speedy
Speedy Telegraph. No Redo Vigor with it, but Speedy Telegraph is going to let him kind of like pick and choose his movement a little better here.
Yep. He did go to Genoa, so he has to be in 37 or 20. He has taken the bodyguards or reveal a knife.
And so I think our theory of her having knife heavenly host is probably spot on.
Or she could have double knife. That's a pretty deadly combination in its own right. Calmy's just going to fast horse his way there. That'll get him up to 59. Yeah. Wyrmtalon's still not layering anything. Oh, wait. Okay, so he has to be in 37.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the excellent weather for Galming. Yeah. Speed Telegraph can sometimes confuse me about who's doing what. Yep, Wyrmtalon's going to get another soil out of this. So he's almost completely through his deck, so he should have that last fog in there now if he doesn't already.
Mm-hmm. The question
Unless
is
he's super unlucky and it was the last two cards of his deck had it.
Right. On top of that, there's always the worry that, that your opponent has the exact counter to fog.
Yeah, the forewarned.
And considering Fang's fucking freaking luck, I would not be surprised if he did. He just seems to have the right counter at every time, Yeah.
Plus, he still has a couple night supplies, I think. So yeah, he's in 37. Chartered carriage. Where's he carriaging to, though? Is he going to go 36 just to block it? Yes, he is. Unfortunately, that's going to leave Dracula with just a couple possibilities of where he can go to now.
Yeah, 60, 38,
and if he's
24.
got the renewed vigor, then that's a 4v1 that's about to happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this does not look good for Warren.
Yeah. Yeah, he still needs one more turn for that hide to come off. Yeah. And his discard's reset. I think there might have actually been a holy bullets floating around on somebody. Jonathan reveals the Ionian.
Still moved. So, if we see a renewed vigor, then we
And
newspaper report. Okay.
Okay, he's just wasting that. I don't know why. Unless he's that confident he's up one.
Right.
Oh.
That is not a renewed vigor. So, not an immediate death sentence for Drac yet.
Yeah, at this point, I think he's just using it to use it.
Yeah. But no matter what here, if he's planning to move every hunter here, he's going to find Drac.
The only question is he in 30? Is he 38 or 60?
He couldn't have gone to 24?
Nope, there's
No,
no
nope.
roadway there, just a railway.
Okay.
It's a little hard to see behind me, but nope, that's just a yellow railway. Alright, so
He's in
he's...
60.
Yep.
Hmm.
Good news for that is Seward can't catch up there without playing an event card. Yep. He's just one space too short to reach it.
And now the only person that can reach it right now is
Van Helsing and Mina.
Mina. Yeah.
And Van Helsing can walk there. Yep.
All right. What's not an ambush? Gonna wait for Mina to show up before that. Mina is at 7 health, so.
Opera Wolves would be good right now. Oh, there's the fog. Oh, they didn't have forewarned. That
So,
buys.
yeah, this buys Drac a turn.
Not really. They're going to be delayed tonight, and then they'll be able to move tomorrow. Doesn't do.
Considering this, I don't blame Worm for doing this because
Yeah.
there was a high likelihood he was dealing with 3 hunters.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the fog is already gone because it wasn't on a coast in a port city. So, like I said, all he's done is just delay them for tonight. So they'll be able to move tomorrow. And unfortunately, the only place he could go is 41 to make it so Seward can't join in. But then it's still a 3v1 in Nuremberg. That's assuming he gets caught by the first hunter.
So the question is now, what kind of card do you want to play face down?
Well, first off, I'd say he should have misdirected 37 just to add that one last bit of misdirection to hopefully give one more place he has to look.
I agree.
Yeah. So we do know he's only in 3 places instead of 4. As for what you throw face down, if you have it at this point, I'd say just throw a new vampire down and just try to hurt them as much as you can before a fight starts.
Which is entirely possible. He has one. He has drawn a lot of cards from his deck.
Yeah, he's gone through the entire deck. We can't check it right now, though. And there's a lot of cards that are hidden from us anyway. But if you got a fighting vampire, you just throw that down because we know your second fog's already been discarded. Bats isn't going to do anything for you.
All right, he is not at 31.
So, Stewart would be best checking 24. Okay, so
Not at
he has to be
24.
at 38. He's gone to Munich. No, wait, no, he was in Munich, so he's at 41. Yep, he's in Nuremberg, as I said. Yeah, it's not a fighting vampire, it looks like. That's a spy. Does Mina have a weapon to discard? Oh, yeah, she's got the knife. Do you drop the knife or do you just show your hand? So, and drop 4 tickets. What's more valuable to Fangs at this point, the knife or the hidden information and those tickets?
Well, he's already revealed that Mina has a knife, so he's be
I know.
revealing the other card. So,
But he'd also be discarding his ticket, and if Dracula gets out of this, that's 4 tickets back in the pool. That could be the white ones back in there.
Yeah.
So you're not just weighing it against throwing away the knife, you're throwing away 4 tickets because he's gonna throw it away.
Revealed.
Host,
he
knife,
does have a heavenly host.
Rifles, bullets. Alright. So, Mina with a host and a knife against Van Helsing with 2 rifles and holy bullets.
Ugh, that's pretty brutal, no matter way you look at it, even with that information.
Yeah.
What would you do? Hope for strength to get Helsing just to break his rifle?
Well, you know he's going to just rifle with Van Helsing. The question is, do you try to bite Mina right away to take out the host? Because that would kill her. But it would also... And you're never going to bat away with Van Helsing. You could try then strength his guns away while you wait to escape. You're going to be taking a lot of damage either way. There's no good way around this. Yep, he's going to strength one of the rifles. Alright, so not a bad call there. And did Mina get greedy with her host right away? Nope, she just went for the punch. Alright, so good play there for Dracula.
Now, if you have bite, go for it on Mina, I think.
Yeah, but if she knifes
Unless you have the...
that's going to probably kill you.
Either that or go for another strength on Van Helsing if you've got strength. If
it all comes down to what have you drawn. He's going for Mina.
Here comes the bite.
He got the host. That kills Mina.
Wow.
Yeah.
And heals Drac.
Yep. Fangs does have great strength, so Mina won't die, but she's out of this combat. And loses the host.
Great.
But unfortunately, he's got to bite that bullet now. Oh, he punched.
Oh, no.
This is gone. This is probably as good a fight as Dracula could have asked for.
Yes. Okay. If Drac
Mesmerize, escape. As bat. Yeah. This is what you do as Dracula now. You mesmerize Van Helsing to stop the gun. Or the escape. He can't punch you. And that tells you what he's going to do next round. If he tries for the punch, you know he's going to gun you next, so you know to do the... Yep, there's the mesmerize.
Mesmerize.
Escape. Alright.
And now it's time to bat away?
Nope. He's got that rifle still. Rifle will cancel your bat. You strength now if you have it. Because the rifle will also take out claws. Yeah, there's not really much commentary we can do for the hunter side of this, because we know their hands exactly.
Yeah. And here comes claws.
Oh. That's going to be a holy bullet to the face. That's 4 damage. But now you know the rifle's on cooldown. Now's your chance to bat away for free. There's literally nothing he can do to stop you from batting.
Yeah, and this isn't too bad because as we've mentioned before, Dracula has a jar of dirt.
Yep. And guess what's inside it? 3 health that's coming up soon. And there's the bat.
This, despite Dracula taking a decent beating here, uh,
That
this
was an
went
ideal
very,
fight for him.
yes,
Yeah.
this went super well for him.
That could have been deadly. He got out of that, and now he could be anywhere in Europe. He could be just going straight for the castle right now, and with 4 tickets
He
back in
did
the
make,
pool, what are the odds he
yep,
hit at least one white one? Yeah, you're not going as far east as you'd like. You can only get to 58 from there, but still. Yeah. This is where your lack of layers might come back to haunt him if he tries, though. So, what do the hunters now have to go through start going through tickets if those white ones got added in? Horses are no longer safe. What do you do as hunters?
right.
How much do you
Well,
want to risk your perfect economy
well,
now?
as Fangs, probably not. He might though. This is
The,
getting down to
yep,
closer and closer to the third week,
4th week.
fourth week. So
Yep. It's Saturday. We got 2 days left. Oh, hi, Dad. Yep. As Scott's would say, the fan club's here.
ah,
Yep. And he's still drawing good on his ticket economy.
yeah, he is taking the chance.
Yep. He's gotten into a pickle. Dracula needs 3 day moves to get done.
And let's be real here, Drac is probably hauling ass towards the east.
Yeah, I
He
get a
needs to
feeling
be as far. He is trying to go as far as possible, right?
Yep. I get the feeling he is running straight for the castle to heal up and just start running out the clock. Like I said, because he got that bat to get out of that combat, he could be anywhere in Europe now. And he used up 3 of his 4 hired scouts. All but 1 ally is left in the deck, and the only thing other than that is just evil presence and 2 local rumors, which aren't going to help him very much because they're proximity based. And Dracula's about to get his 3 health back from his jar dirt going off, and his wolf back. This is like ideal situation for Dracula. Suddenly, it went from what's he gonna do to survive this to he might be about to win this.
Right. He was one renewed vigor away from just being ganged up on by 4 hunters.
Yeah, he has picked
And
the lock
ultimately,
on this fight,
yes.
and he's not in Germania, which we kind of knew already. There's no way he would
Yeah.
stay anywhere near there. And he's
And he
misdirected the
misdirected,
bat.
which makes perfect sense at this point.
Yep.
Anything to throw off the hunter trail, the better.
Yep. Yep. There's the
And
desperate still
there's
give me. Yep. The jar of dirt got him 6 cards and 3 health. That is one of the best jars of dirt I've seen in a while. And there's a rumor token.
you know, keep things exciting.
It's probably not going to matter though, since by the time it gets to the end of the trail, he'll have made 3 land movements into week 4, and that would have ended the game already. But if he goes out to sea, and if he's forced to sea, that could be a backup plan.
Mm-hmm.
Or just, I don't want to deal with this prompt anymore.
I mean, still getting good luck when it comes to tickets.
Yeah. He has not drawn a single one this whole game.
I'm actually kind of upset with that.
Yeah, I'm beginning to question if he's cheating. Nobody has this consistent luck for this long. Especially with now at least 4 ones in the deck. And he's not drawing tickets either. Hypnosis, yep, he's in the Baltic. No surprise.
Yep. No step. But now that just means you can just get everybody off your butts and get over there.
So is he in Safia or Valona? Yeah, he's going to feed for some health. This is the perfect time to do it because we're now at week 4.
And Milan. We never
And he's layered.
uncovered.
Genoa. Yeah, I don't think that
Milan
layer's
has
going to...
something. We don't know what that is, do we?
No, he never ambushed with it. Yeah. Now imagine if Genoa's a vampire. That's where he just dropped his aristocratic and was just hoping it would be a bluff. Yeah. Galming is probably decently well equipped for combat now. But a 1v1 versus a 9 health Dracula is not a guaranteed win. Especially 1v1.
And technically, Drac and Wolf form too if he wanted to even create more distance.
There's not really much distance left he can get, though. He's already in the Baltic. You can't really wolf anywhere to get further away. Yeah, and Fangs has finally used up the last of his knight supplies. Yeah, training events on the Seward, but he's way in the west. Yeah, Fangs should be just rushing everyone he can to the east just to try and trap him. What is his plan?
The only thing I can think of is CG. He has all his house. He has the deck's been reshuffled. He could be digging for the Heavenly Host CG and just pray he drops him. What
Dracula
other
just...
else can he do?
Well, Mina did have horses. She could have been running to the east to help with this. Also, CG... Yep, Aristovamp. Drax now in 1 movement.
Oh no!
This is about... So Dracula just went from how is he going to survive this to I win this. He's going to have to be
Yeah.
CG trapped at this point, or Galming's going to have to have the god combat against him.
Does he draw
And another 2.
Oh my god! What the heck? This feels rigged. So rigged, and yet he's losing. So I'm conflicted.
Oh, he did find him in Safia. with a mob.
It's a mob.
It's just gonna take the full damage.
It's going to be a 1v1 fight to determine whether or not Dracula loses right now.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I'm not trying to sound biased, but I always cheer for the Dracula just because he always feels like he has to play uphill battles every time.
it does feel like that.
But yeah. Sense of emergency, but that's not going to get you close enough. Closest it can get you is... no, wait, that will get him into combat. Lucky find. It's all or nothing in this fight. It's 2v1. Dracula's back into not the easiest position. Lucy's revenge, so he can't escape. Alright, this is what it's going to come down to. Galaming's got all 6 of his weapons. Mia's only got 1 weapon, probably just that knife still.
Yeah, more than likely that knife. Drax at 12 HP.
Alright, if either hunter dies, that also ends this. Lucy's revenge, I believe, will prevent 1 death. Yep, Lucy's revenge will act as a great strength in this one.
Not sure what to do with this scenario as Drac. If
Double
I could
claw
triple... I would almost want to Fangs Godaming because I think he has Heavenly Host.
Yeah, if he fangs and there's a Heavenly Host on Galaming, that would end it, but double clawing Mina would also end it if she gets both of them off. Yep. Alright, that's going to take Mina down to 1 hit point, but he's going to take 3 plus whatever Galaming's doing against him.
Alright, what does Godaming have? Is it holy?
It's a knife.
It is a knife.
Alright, good thing he didn't bite. Alright. A claw on Mina would kill her. But she might
you think Mina's gonna just try to escape?
Escape or dodge? I'd say go for strength on Galaming.
I agree. It's either strength or claw on Godaming, mate. What does Godaming have? Yeah, he has got another combat card.
He's got 2 other combat cards. He dropped the horses because he knew this is everything. Yeah. Strength on Galaming just prevent him from doing whatever he's doing. If Mia might just escape, but if she dodges and you tried clawing her...
Worm is thinking long and hard about this. This will decide the game ultimately. So can't blame him. Heart's probably beating fast. Nerves are frayed. Yeah, there's a lot riding on this choice.
Yep. He's going for Mina. He's going to try and end it. He's going to fang Mina. Mina takes the damage, but great strength will prevent the revenge will stop it.
Yeah. But it also heals Drac for...
He didn't bother with it. Yep, he didn't bother with Lucy's revenge. He just let her die.
And with that, Wyrmtalon as Dracula takes the match.
I think I'm not understanding Lucy's revenge again.
Yeah, ending at 8 health, considering that match, pretty crazy.
Yeah. Should have gone to Athens. It's always Athens.
Yeah, just when you think you're out of range, the hunters are right on you. Especially when, Godaming still gets 2 out of the bag, despite there being 1 in there. Because,
Yeah. Well, that's just game 1 of this. I believe this sets. If I'm not misunderstanding how this works.
Yeah, it is a best of 3, right? Or not a best of 3, but there will be 3 games. So it'll be up
Yeah.
to them to just determine when the next match between them will be, but it will be the roles will be reversed.
Yep. Hey, Snuffleupagus. Glad to at least see you saw the ending. Yeah. This has been a roller coaster of a game. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right there, Snuff. It always prevents Dracula from escaping, but can't prevent another hunter death. I don't know though. Lucy's Revenge has always confused me.
Well, that is not the
Uh,
last match today, though. We got another match in a few hours. And correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that is Dono Jack versus Topher.
yes, I believe you said you were going to be hosting that one on Twitch.
Yeah, on my Twitch channel. It's been a very, very long time since I've used my Twitch channel, but it's the only way I can stream.
Yep. Well, in any case, I'll look forward to seeing that. Fortunately, it'll be too late for me to actually play it.
Yep.
Yep. But anyway, any final thoughts before I cut the stream?
I how I wish I had that kind of luck when I'm doing horses.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
That was crazy horse luck at the end. Yeah.
Yes, that was insane horse luck.
Yeah. 12 tickets in the deck, and still didn't draw a single non-2.
Yeah, that's gonna bother me for a long time. Okay, that's it. That's all
I
I
think
have
it
to say.
bothered Worm for most of the time.
Oh, absolutely. And if I was Dracula, I'd be like, oh, come on.
Anyway, so thanks for watching, everybody, and hope everyone has a good night. And make sure you check out Ozzy's stream on Twitch later for the next game. Good night, everyone.